Are these new to you? Sometimes we hear a word that we've not heard before. Here are some words that might be new for you. Integrity means that you hold yourself accountable to good values. She refused to compromise her integrity on the judgment. Inherent means to have natural instincts. The snake has an inherent ability to hunt its prey. Tortuous is when there are many twists and turns in the road. The road was so tortuous that it took longer to reach our destination. A jury is a group of people picked to hear both sides of a case in court. The jury was picked by asking each person questions. Flawed is when something is broken or damaged. If you look at a diamond under magnification, you can see if it is flawed. Acquired is when you gain knowledge by doing research. She acquired the ability to care for animals by studying at the university. Ultimately is when something comes to an end. He knew that ultimately he would graduate at the top of the class. Stability is when you stand firm and endure. Mountain goats have sure-footed stability in the mountains. Assent is to agree or approve of something. I gave my assent to the final proposal. Summit is the highest point you can reach. The group would have to work hard to reach the summit. Apparently is something that appears to be true. Apparently, the girl was telling the truth about what happened. Dismantlement is the act of taking something apart. The dismantlement of the building would take place tomorrow. Sanctions are a formal decree. The sanctions set forth by the UN were binding. Domestic means that an animal is not wild anymore. The descendants of the wolf are the domestic dog. Destruction is the act of destroying something. The destruction was unimaginable after the war. Pursuit is the act of chasing something. The jaguar was in pursuit of the antelope. Unilateral is when something is affecting one side. My country was ready to take unilateral action. Deterring means to turn aside from acting on a decision. He was deterring me from going in the direction I had chosen. Restrict is to keep someone from doing something. He will restrict her from going to the party. Primarily means it's in a first position. I will primarily be in Delhi on my visit to India. Although most of these words have more than one meaning, I tried to give the one that's used the most. If you found this helpful, please share with your friends who are also learning English as a second language. Thank you all for being an inspiration to me.